For those of you who may not know me, my name's Antoinette Costa and I'm one of the product managers here at MRI Software. I've worked in the real estate software industry for over 20 years, starting in support and education, then moving to engineering, and then Rest Professional, our desktop product. A few years back, I transitioned over to the product team for Property Tree, and I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to join us today for this session. I'm really excited to be your host. During today's session, we're going to cover some of the highlights and the recent changes to Property Tree that will help you drive efficiencies around your day-to-day tasks, like dynamic attachments. May not sound or may not mean anything to you right now, but we'll cover it in more detail soon. Common property, strata creditor, and termination and lease and break lease. We'll also take a look at how we can save time and improve your customer's experience with the owner tenant portal and our Property Connect app. So let's jump right in and get started. Did you know that you can now attach a print template to a mail merge by email or your automated communications? So this is a really handy feature, and all you need to do is create a print template. You can do that and create your print templates in the configuration and the mail merge template section. Then all you need to do is access the mail merge template or automated communication and select the option to link a mail merge template. There are two options that we have here. The first is to attach a print template. This is a really cool feature. What Property Tree will do automatically is merge the data into that print template. Then it's going to convert it over to PDF and it's going to attach it to that mail merge or email that goes out, or automated communication that goes out to the tenant or owner or whoever it may be. The second one that we have is attach an REI template. Now this option is only available if you're in Queensland and Property Tree is integrated with your REI RealWorks forms. Once again, PT will automatically merge the data into that template. It's going to create a finalized form and then go and attach it to that mail merge email or that automated communication. So the recipient is going to receive this email with a link to that mail merge document. This feature is super handy for those inspection entry notices that you may need to provide in some states. So easy, right? You just need to link it once. It's a set and forget situation. Even with your automated communications, maybe those inspection notices? Common property, another great change that we've implemented. You can now create a property within Property Tree with a type of common property. If you have an existing property that you've never had a tenant attached to it, you can go and convert that over to a common property. You can do this by selecting the Details tab and editing those property details. Here, when the Update Property Tree screen comes up, you can select a property type of common property. Setting up your common properties with the type of common will ensure that Property Tree accurately reports some of that vital information for you. For example, your vacancy rates. These displays on your statistics report and your dashboards. Now, previously, without the common properties, some of those properties will show as being vacant when really they're not. It's also going to ensure that the property count, the gained and lost numbers, and that average management fee, which is all shown on the statistics report, is accurately showing the right data. Finally, if you use Property Tree's BI reports, you will see that all the boards have been updated to reflect the common property where it's needed. Like the statistics board now shows the number of common properties that you have. While other boards like your management fee board allow you to filter by property type. So you may decide whether you want to include it or exclude it from the data that's being reported on that board. Let's now take a look at strata. Strata creditors. This is an easy way to link your strata creditors to one or more properties. You can go and convert a creditor over to a strata creditor by selecting the Details pencil on the Creditor tab. Once you've done that, you can tick the box that says strata plan, or tick that checkbox that says strata plan, and enter the plan details, the building address, and the building name if you have it. We even have the option to select whether it's being self-managed. Now that your creditor has been converted over, you have the option to go and link it by selecting some of those properties. So you'll see there's a new properties panel that will appear, and there'll be a plus button, and you can click on that plus button and go and link the properties to that creditor. If your strata plans are not entered in Property Tree as creditors, then you can simply go and add a creditor. When you go and add a new creditor, there'll be a new tick box called strata plan. Once you tick that box, you'll be able to enter the plan details, building address, and the option of whether it's self-managed. Now, the important tip here is that once you get to that company panel, you need to go and click a new option that we have called Select Existing. This is going to save you so much time. This allows you to select from an existing company that you may already have in the system, like Jameson's Strata Management. If you haven't added them as a company yet, then it's really simple. You just need to add them once and then you can reuse them. Now that your strata company has been added, you can add contact details that relate to this plan. This can be done by selecting from an existing contact, or if you don't have them in them, you can add a new contact. Just remember to scroll down to the bottom and select the contact type, being a strata manager, accounts, or other. This part will be important once we link the strata plan to the property and we get to the property screen. Now that your strata plan is set up, you can link a property from the strata creditor to the property. If you'd like to do it from the property, it's easy. You can just go to the property, click on that strata tab, and then click on the plus button. Here you'll be able to search for those strata creditors. Once you've found the plan, just link it and you're done. Now, one important tip here is that when you're in that find creditor search box, that it only shows strata creditors, which means that you'll need to convert your creditors over before they'll be available in this box. One other thing that I'd like to mention on this strata tab is that we now have the option to enter a lot number, which we all know is so handy when we're trying to communicate with our strata managers. Finally, on this screen, you can also communicate with your strata contacts just straight here from the property. Here, you can clearly see who the strata manager is and who to contact for any accounts inquiries that you have. You can set an ad hoc email, you can send an SMS, or you can use a predefined mail merge template. Pretty simple. Okay, let's dive into our termination and break lease. So here we've actually improved, made some changes to the tenancy vacancy information, and we've actually extended it to include 3 options. First, we have the vacate. Here you can enter the date you received your vacate notice and the date the tenant is moving in or moving out, I apologise, and the date that we want to charge them rent up to. We have also included a new option called termination. Here you can enter the notice sent date and the termination date. Once we have confirmed that the termination is going ahead and it's effective, then we can go ahead and enter that moving out date and also that charge to date. Finally, the third option that we have for you here is a break lease option. Here you can enter the date you received the break lease notice and also the date the tenant is moving out and the date you want to charge them rent up to. The new termination and break lease data is now available for you on some of those vital reports. The tenancies vacating report, the property's vacancies report, the tenancy funds report, and also our residential and commercial tenancies in arrears report. Finally, and most importantly, we have merge fields for our termination dates, notice sent dates, and notice received dates. So all of these will be available when you need to go and create new mail merge templates or if you're editing any existing templates. So let's take a look at how we can save time and streamline the self-service for your owners and tenants. So we'll look at the owner and tenant portal, and we'll also take a look at the Property Connect app. Recently, we released a new feature that allows you to share documents on your owners and tenants portal. This is a great and exciting new feature. Previously, the documents that were available on the portals were your invoices and receipts, and they were there by default. What we've now added is those other documents which you've manually uploaded, like your lease agreements, maybe your managing agency agreements, those inspection notices, or even those entry notices, maybe those strata bylaws, or those AGMs or EGM notices that you receive. Anything you can think of that needs to be shared with your owners and tenants can be done instantly. All you need to do is to find that document via the Documents tab, and then simply tick the box that says visible to tenant or visible to owner, depending on where you want to make that available. Once you've done that, the owners and tenants will be able to see it on the portal. And for those of you that are using our Property Connect app, it's even better. Your tenants will be able to access their documents from the Documents tab instantly. So maybe you're on the phone with them, having that conversation, and you want to share that document with them right there. They'll be able to confirm that they've received it in the palm of their hand. Now, what a great handy tip. We've also made some minor changes to the owner and tenant portal. Firstly, we've updated some colours to align with an MRI. They look much better. And we've also decluttered the login screen to make the login process much simpler. And finally, our Property Connect app. For those of you who haven't had a chance to implement the app with your tenants, it's such a great tool for your tenants to have. It allows them to see so many things. They can see where they're paid to, when the rent is next due, when their lease is expiring, and any information regarding their inspections, their next inspection or previous inspections. Documents, as I mentioned to you previously, your tenant can download them and receive them as soon as they've been shared. The tenant can also access their ledgers and receive instant portal messages and notifications. So that's a really big tip. If you're using your portal notifications on the app, they do get a notification to say that there's a new message, and it is instant. It's pretty exciting. And this is all from the palm of their hand. Finally, maintenance. The tenants can add a maintenance request, and they can also see the jobs in progress. If you didn't know, the Property Connect app also integrates with Maintenance Plus. If you're currently using Maintenance Plus, then I would encourage you to go and check out the app for your tenants. It will streamline your processes and improve your efficiencies. Maintenance Plus. This is an easier way to process your maintenance. If you haven't had a chance to see how Maintenance Plus can save you time and enhance your service, then here's a quick video that's going to show you the benefits for you and your team in resolving maintenance issues more efficiently, and it will also provide transparency for all parties.
Did you know the average maintenance request has more than 20 touch points? And the average property has 2.7 requests per annum. This means that one property can have up to 54 individual touchpoints every year. Managing 100 properties would see more than 5,400 touchpoints in maintenance alone. When using manual systems, property managers are overwhelmed with the high volume of requests, leading to frustrated tenants. Owners often feel in the dark about the maintenance of their investment properties, and the tradies that service these properties often receive emails without pictures or videos, resulting in wasted time trying to understand the request. Everything is manual, everyone is frustrated, and the process is complicated. Thankfully, Maintenance Plus have built a platform to remove manual systems, reduce touch points, and create simplicity for everyone. Built to connect tenants, owners, verified tradies, and property managers all in one place to make maintenance a breeze. Tenants can create requests with images and videos for their property manager in less than 60 seconds, using either the mobile app or web, plus our automated email, phone call, SMS, WhatsApp, or Facebook Messenger services, meaning no more manual entry. The progress of their request is updated automatically, and your tenant can organise a convenient service appointment with a tradie directly. Property managers can utilise the rules engine, smart dashboard, and the AI-powered workflows to automate most maintenance tasks. And when the job's complete, the tradie can automatically attach pictures and videos, as well as invoices, using Xero, MyOb, and by uploading the PDF and JPEG file. Finally, the property manager can review the tradie service and provide feedback. Marking the job complete automatically sends an invoice directly to the trust account, saving time and ensuring that the tradie is paid quickly. It's maintenance made easy. It's Maintenance Plus. Join today.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to leave you with a few key takeaways. If you need more detail around any of the information that I've covered today, then don't forget that our knowledge base is filled with how-to articles and videos. If you're interested in finding out about Maintenance Plus, please book a demo today and see how it can benefit you.